Murray State head coach Dean Hood, the Racers coming off their first victory of the season, 19-3 over Tennessee State, heads right into the open date. So they will be open this week. They'll have two games remaining, and the home game on November 12th against Robert Morris and then at SEMO. So, Coach, just some thoughts on the win, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, just a great win. Unbelievable homecoming crowd. I think we set a record for attendance. So just, really appreciative of our, community, our alumni, our former players. Everybody came out to the game, our students, staff, faculty. Was amazing atmosphere, and, really, really proud. I've never been more proud of a football team. Been doing this for 35 years for guys to go through what they've gone through, for 8 weeks, and to, be a group of winners, guys that never blamed somebody or something else, never once pointed the finger at their teammates, just kept working hard. Come out to our practices, you wouldn't know if we were 8-0 or 0-8, and just played as hard as they could possibly play, and blessed to get a victory.
Thanks, Coach. We'll go to some questions. Adam Wells, you're up first.
Hey, Coach. My first question for you is how much have you seen maybe just the benefits already of picking up that first win? You said that you really couldn't tell a difference between this team, whether you said you're 8-0 or 0-8, but have you seen a big difference surrounding this program, maybe in energy and things like that since Saturday?
I think the biggest difference, is the perspective our guys, have gained. The horse is made ready for battle, but victory belongs to the Lord. I think our guys are truly understanding that we're blessed. You win a college football game, man, you're blessed. It's a heck of a blessing. And, I think they've gained that, perspective that your job is just to prepare and believe. I mean, that's all you can do, is prepare every single week, and then go out there and have the belief, have your faith in the right object, and believe that you can win a game. So I think the biggest change I've seen is, from our guys through going through this, you're either going to go through something like this and come out, better or bitter. And I think we've come out better because we've just gained a perspective of, understanding where your blessings come from, and understanding, just put a college football game into the right slot, where it fits. But, you talk about, a difference in your guys, there's way different locker room. We have, gained a perspective and gained a lot of life lessons through this, but we were, at the same time, we were all tired of life lessons. We just wanted to win a football game, and have some joy and see some fruit, from not growing weary and losing heart. We just wanted to see some fruit from that. And we were finally, blessed to have that. And you want to talk about pure joy. I mean, it's, it looked like we won the Super Bowl, in our locker room, just how, unbelievable, joyous our guys were, and happy to finally break through and win a game.
And kind of to what you just alluded to, you guys have played really well at times this year, just had some kind of, unfortunate things break against you guys, whether it's unfortunate turnovers at costly times. That didn't happen on Saturday. And how much as a coach do you use that to say, see, guys, everything that we've done this year, it's worked. We just needed finally some luck on our side.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't say it was luck, but I think our guys, did a really good job and we have every week. It just, as you said, it hadn't worked out that way. But I mean, I think our guys were totally locked into, our formula. It's our formula. It hasn't led to wins, but it's still been our formula. Is we want to run the ball. So I mean, every week we have tried to run the ball, and we've had success the last 2 weeks. Run the ball. We want to stop the run. And we've had moments in our season. We've had played 3 quarters. And held Tennessee Martin to hardly any yards rushing. It was a really good football team. We did good against the rush last week. Held these guys to 77 yards rushing. So that's been our formula. What we've been trying to do. We haven't broke through many times and done it for 4 straight quarters. But we did Saturday. We ran the ball. We stopped the run. We took care of the football, with no turnovers. We turned them over on a big interception by Quinaz Turner. And we played better on special teams. We averaged 15, yards a punt return, got some yards on kickoff return, did a good job, kicking off and covering. So, special teams and offense running, defense stopping and run and taking care of the football, and finally, that's been our performance. We've been working towards it. We've never given up on that. We just haven't done a good job of it at different times.
How important is it to take that momentum into an off week where you can kind of get some guys rested and then head in these last two games?
Well, it is rest. I mean, it shouldn't be. You should stand on the truth, but it's difficult, when you put so much in it. We never wanted to diminish, that a college football game. We wanted to put it into perspective, but we never wanted to diminish that. Man, we give, coaches give 80 hours a week, to this. Kids give, 20 hours a week, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, so we never wanted to put it in perspective, but we never wanted to, diminish it. So when you keep doing that week after week after week, and you don't see any fruit, from your labor, so to speak, it can wear on you. But again, our guys were winners through all this. They showed a tremendous amount of, resiliency. And all that said, man, it's week 9 and we haven't had a week off, so it couldn't come, at a better time. And to get a win just makes it better. Like I said, you want some rest, but I don't know if you can. It's hard to stand on the truth, and say, okay, we're going to get some rest now. If we would have lost the game, it's a heck of a lot easier to get that rest, having got a win. And everybody can, really truly enjoy it. You should enjoy it anyhow. We've got a lot to be, thankful for and grateful for. But I think our guys are, really enjoyed Saturday night, Sunday, Monday. We're back to work, today, getting ready for Robert Morris.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it always.
Yep.
Let's go to Jake from WSIL. Go ahead, Jake.
Coach, just going off that, what you said about the bye week, does this mean you have more time to enjoy and celebrate the win because you're on a bye? Is that?
Yeah, you do get, added time, and it's it is. I do want our guys to enjoy, and I told them that Saturday, protect your brother in word and deed, off the field, make sure you're, protecting the program, but, enjoy the win, enjoy being around your teammates. And then, usually on Sunday, they got training room and stuff. And then, Monday, we usually have a walk through practice, so we didn't have that. There's not a need to. Our guys need to rest their bodies. We've been doing this for 9 straight weeks, so you'll start again, today. We'll go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, give them the weekend off. You'd love for that to happen in, week 3, 4, or 5, or 6 or something. It's happening in week 9. So we're going to take advantage of it from the fact of resting our guys, but also getting a jump on Robert Morris and, our game a week from Saturday.
You guys come that game, you'll have a chance to do something you haven't done all year, go on a winning streak. Is that something maybe you're going to start to talk about to this team that, hey, we could put a couple things together here to end the year correctly?
Well, we're counting the win against TSU as a winning streak. So we already started it, and we're not going to lose sight of the perspective that this Valley has given us. We're not going to talk about those things as far as winning. We're going to talk about preparing to win the game, and then believing when we're in the moment. That's our part.
Coach, I was going to say we kind of got a chance to see some video from the celebration in the locker room. Not much, but you were leading a chant of some kind. What exactly? It was hard to make out. What exactly were you saying? I know it ended with faith in the finish, but is that a different chant than you might do after a loss, or is that just a change?
Well, it's not much fun after a loss. So, it's something we do throughout. It's not just after a game, and we don't do it after every game. Sometimes we do it at halftime. Sometimes we do it at practice. It's just a little chant about we love football. Want the guys to never lose sight of, this is a kid's game, and this is why we all got in. It's the reason I coach is I love football. It's a fun game, and that's what it is a game. So I don't want our coaches, our players, anybody to lose sight of you know, that this is a game, and you know, the biggest reason that we all do it is because we love it. You know, we were, you know, we're gifted. You know, the good Lord gave us gifts. You know, all men are created equal, but they're not created the same. You know, got some big linemen that are strong and powerful, and DBs and wideouts that can really run and catch the ball. And you know, so we've just been given these gifts to be able to play the game of college football, and they grew up as kids loving to play football. And you know, with college football and so much, you know, geared towards the scoreboard and social media and all the pressure of winning and all that kind of stuff, I want them to never forget that this is a kid's game, and we play it because we love it. And so it's just a little chant about, you know, how we love football. And like I said, we do it at different times, but sometimes we do it after a game. Sometimes we do it out at practice. Sometimes we do it at halftime. But it's just a reminder to you know, keep the thing in perspective.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Congratulations to the wing coach. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Okay. Thanks.